Hey, back today talking about foundation number 2. Foundation number 2 of the series of foundations or steps that are really important for whole health, being able to optimize health, being in a place to be able to refine it and do more and explore and experiment, but having these 9 foundations in place to be able to be successful when you're doing those other things. Number 2 is sleep. So number 1 was hydration. You can go back and catch that video. Number 2 is sleep. And number 2 is sleep, while number 3 is circadian rhythm and grounding. And they almost tie for second place. But the reason that I put sleep first is that oftentimes, because it's a nice idea to most people, but rarely actually practiced as it needs to be, the body is not able to clear what's necessary, so circadian rhythm can actually be sequenced. So I put sleep first. Sleep is when our bodies defragment, is actually how I think of it. So if you've never taken a computer course, it's where the computer takes its different kinds of memories, where it's like long-term memory versus short-term memory, breaks down the pieces of information that are no longer necessary to recycle that space, to reuse it, and then to rebuild. And that's exactly what our body is doing when we're sleeping. Is it's breaking down cellular structures and other things. It's flushing out toxins and byproducts that we actually create on the inside from being alive, not just environmental toxins. It's where the body then takes what it can use and recycle and to rebuild. And then it actually is a huge part of the rebuilding process. And growth hormone is activated when we're asleep, but we actually have to be asleep for a certain amount of time, by a certain amount of time. And most people love to talk about sleep, but they actually don't get adequate sleep, and they don't actually go to bed at the time that's necessary to let all of these functions happen. So principles like a sleep by 10, 8 hours of sleep, high quality sleep, where you actually get all the way into your REM cycle. Doing those things really, really necessary so the body can clear the debris that has been built up, so the rest of the steps and the foundations actually work. The other thing that happens is when we're sleeping, if a lot of the population actually has sleep apnea. So if you're not breathing properly when you're sleeping, your debris doesn't get cleared either, because oxygen is really, really necessary for the debris cleaning process. So if you're snoring, or you hold your breath, or you are overweight and your throat is being impeded on, or your airway, your trachea is being impeded on, and you're not able to move air through your lungs, those are the pumps that get the oxygen to the blood. So lungs are the pump. We actually respirate at the cellular level. If you have any form of obstruction when you're sleeping and you're not oxygenating that blood, actually you're not clearing your debris. So you could actually be sleeping and not oxygenating and still not be seeing the results that you need when you're sleeping. So a whole nother piece. All of this really matters so the rest of the foundations can work for you. I have some notes here. The sleep apnea part, the obstructive part, is a negative feedback cycle. So you're actually building up more debris than you are flushing it or downsizing it. Really, really dangerous. Things that actually inhibit sleep throughout the day is we're not getting enough real light. So that's where circadian rhythm starts to come in. And we're being exposed to lots of blue light, which impedes melatonin production and other things. We have anxiety, we have distress, we have boredom. Actually, boredom is a huge part of people scroll till midnight instead of going to bed by 10. Really important to go to sleep, not just by bed by 10, and then it creates another level of anxiety in the nervous system. So there's a lot to be said for how you can get better sleep in multiple forms. why we need to get better sleep, and then the other pieces can fall into place. And to be 100% honest, sleep is one of the areas that I see everybody's doing all the things. They've got all the other foundations in place, but their sleep is just not enough, or it's not high quality. And that is the thing that is keeping them from reaching optimization. What did I miss about sleep? I know that it's a huge conversation topic, but it's foundation number 2 in the series that I encourage and coach. And so if you're interested in learning more about some of the ways that I can empower you to get better sleep or educate you to get better sleep, reach out. I am taking 2 new clients in August. Probably 2 new clients every month moving on and more, but right now 2 open clients spots. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. If I missed something, feel free to drop it in the comments. If you have something to add, drop it in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderful day.